In this video, I'm going to review the AI copywriting tool Writesonic. I'm going to cover how it works, the primary workflow, the results that it's produced, and any areas for improvement related to usability or the value that its target market might receive from investing in this software. If you're unfamiliar, Writesonic is an SEO or search engine optimized AI copywriting tool. You might invest in software like this if you're trying to perform better around your copywriting efforts, especially as it pertains to performance around certain keywords on platforms like Google. Let's talk about who the Writesonic is for, meaning who they are marketing the software at. Now, for the most part, it's more than likely copywriters on business teams looking to get a better return on investment into copywriting efforts, especially as it pertains to SEO performance. But on their website landing page, they have listed freelancers, agencies, and teams as a potential target market. I might look to tighten that up a little bit because it's rather broad. So although Writesonic is also focusing on an AI-based chatbot, for the purposes of this video, we're going to focus on the copywriting efforts, but more specifically, businesses trying to rank #1 on search engines like Google for specific keywords. As far as the promise that Writesonic is making to its potential target market, it's to, quote, write on-brand, factual articles in no time that rank #1 on Google. While that's a pretty bold promise, if that's something you're attempting to do, then the software may be worth testing to see whether or not it lives up to the hype. Let's get into testing the software. Now, when you log into Writesonic, you're met with a laundry list of options, but we'll get into that later. But for the sake of this video, we're going to focus on their AI article writing tech, which in your free trial may be limited to specific versions. The one that we're going to look at is their AI Article Writer 4.0. The next step in the process is to help you with selecting either your topic, keywords, or both. If you choose keywords, you simply just pick those and go. If you're looking to get help with topics, you enter certain keywords, and then Writesonic will show you both the keywords and some additional information like volume, keyword difficulty, and traffic potential. The next step in the process is to configure your specific settings for this article, like your tone of voice, point of view, as well as your quality type, which Writesonic reserves for different versions of their AI model, which looks like it pretty closely matches that of ChatGPT. Now, depending on what you choose here, you might have to pay more because these options might be behind a paywall. After you've configured all of those settings, the next step is to click Generate Ideas. Alright, after I asked it to create me some outlines, it created 3 different sets of about 10 sections each, where I can see what it's proposing we write about to make up the majority of this article. If I choose one of those predetermined options, I'm able to then customize any one of the individual sections before I click Generate Article. After you click Generate Article, the Writesonic software goes to work. It takes a little while, but it will produce a draft for you, filling out all of those relevant sections so you have a complete article, and it will capture statistics for you along the way, plus give you the ability to incorporate any reference articles for which it's basing your article upon. You'll still have the ability to change any other settings and then click Regenerate, but be careful because all of this counts against your word count. So from here, you can workshop your article further or copy it out of here and edit it somewhere else before you intend to post it to your website. While this interface is not bad, I wish it gave me more feedback in terms of how it's expecting this article to perform. So as of right now, it's really only about creating the article. It's not really giving you a ton of feedback in terms of how it's expected to perform. All right, let's talk about what Writesonic charges for access to their software. Now, Writesonic technically uses a freemium model, which supposedly includes 10,000 words per month. But in my opinion, how they calculate that is both confusing and perhaps a little deceiving. Alternatively, for their paid options, those start around $13 a month for an annual plan or $19 a month for monthly to unlock different AI models and enable you to do things like increase your word count. Now, while this might sound more competitively priced when you're comparing it against other AI copywriting tools, in my opinion, it really isn't because of how they're calculating their word count usage. All right, let's talk about some of the results from the Writesonic software. Now, I've used the tool a few times to create articles in addition to the one that I showed you in this video, and I've been pretty impressed with their writing ability, especially for an AI-based tool. And as I mentioned in another video where I reviewed the AI copywriting tool Surfer, I've leveraged tools like these to improve my SEO performance for my website when creating content and articles about certain keywords. So if that's something you're trying to do, I imagine any one of these tools can more than likely help you improve your workflow. When it comes to investing in anything, especially software, what matters most is your ROI, or your return on investment. So let me walk you through the use case of me leveraging Writesonic versus what I was doing before, give you an idea and what my return has been like. So on average, when compared with what I was doing before, which was hiring copywriters or writing articles myself, Writesonic produced both better results and in less time. I want to compare the cost of investing in the software versus hiring copywriters, or the opportunity cost of how much time I had to invest in writing those articles myself, Writesonic produced a significant ROI in the process. Okay, on to my favorite part of the video, and this is where I get to talk about any changes that I might make to the software to try to make it better. And there's 3 specific areas that I'd look to potentially make some improvements. The first is with their word count tracking and usage. If you're unfamiliar, the freemium plan offers 10,000 words per month, but that's not just words that either you're writing or the tool's writing on your behalf. That is also any of the articles that are going into the foundation of what you're planning to write. So for example, if you pull 3 reference articles of 2,000 words each into the foundation of what you want to write, you're already 6,000 words against your 10,000 word limit. The second has to deal with the significant number of options that are presented to you from their dashboard when you're trying to do something with the software. In my opinion, there are way too many options here. There's a bunch of different sections, each section has a bunch of different buttons, and I understand the tool can help you with all of those things, but I look to try to figure out a way to reduce the amount of options because I imagine some users are probably getting stuck here because it's an overwhelming amount of choice. And this third one is advice that I give to everyone, myself included. They now have really 2 products that they're pushing. They got their AI copywriting tool and they have an AI chatbot. That makes it a little bit confusing in terms of who they are. I get it. These are both text-based AI tools, but they are very different use cases and they potentially are not applying to the same customer. As such, if you're trying to make it less confusing in terms of who you are and what you do, I'd look to potentially consolidate that around focusing one brand on one product. So that's my review of Writesonic. I hope you found it valuable and informative, and I'd also love to hear your take if you've used it and you have some opinions. Please feel free to share those in the comment sections below, in addition to what software you'd like to see me review next. Thanks for watching my video, and if you got value out of it, please consider liking and/or subscribing to the channel because it really helps us produce more content like this for you.